you are going to do like a Vogue cover, Vogue Philippines.
Not even Philippines, as in Vogue France, Vogue
You know what?
Thai.
I like that. You know, I am so for that.
For me, as much as possible, I don't give that attitude sa set
Yeah.
or sa shoot kasi ang photographer nag-set ng tone eh.
Yeah.
So if bad trip ka, bad trip na yung buong shoot.
Oh yeah.
So parang as much as possible, kahit bad trip na ako, kahit nakita na nilang lahat, I try my best. I mean, moody ako eh. Pero I try my best na hindi talaga. One of the problems of being multi-hyphenated or
Yeah.
quote-unquote multi-hyphenated, but I call it indecisive.
Okay.
marami kang gustong gawin.
Yes.
But at the same time, you don't know what to do
Okay.
exactly.
What motivated you?
I think internal expectations, or maybe because growing up, parang if you're gay, you have to be someone.
Okay.
So I think it's one of those not internal homophobia, but internal expectation na, ay bakla ka na, tapos bobo ka pa.
Hola amigos, mga adlaw. First of all, let me just say thank you so much. Daghang salamat kaayo for tuning in. Newsflash, guys, I started a podcast. I am so overwhelmed by the love and support that you guys have given me. Now, this has been a long time coming since most of my friends have urged me to start a podcast. Well, here we are. It's already 4 episodes in. On today's episode, this is going to be a very special one because I went to Paris just to meet with one of my good old friends from Manila. His name is John Mayo. Now, John is the queen of reinvention. He started out as a sports scientist, then eventually became a pilot, then eventually became a theater actor, and now working as a fashion photographer, and a noted one at that. He even recently had a solo exhibit at the National Museum. So he was in France recently to attend a wedding and scored a gig with Vogue Philippines because he worked with Vogue anyway with them before. So it just the perfect fit for the schedule, and just the stars aligned. I had to go there. We had some Riesling along the River Seine, and we spent an afternoon talking about his life. Now, without further ado, hali, magsugilan na napunta.
Congratulations. Achieving all the things that you've achieved. And you're now in Paris.
Yun nga,
Diba?
for work na to.
Yeah, and we
Kahit
did.
work, kahit ako yung lugi.
No, it's an investment. Yeah, and we did a shoot earlier with the model for
Select model.
Yeah, one of the
agencies, yeah.
reputable agencies here in Paris, diba? So you're getting there. Now, the thing is, Jan,
Ito, naka-record na ba?
naka-record na eh. Okay.
Huwag mo na-publish yung kanina.
Oh, wala yun. There were a lot of secrets. I'm going to release it on my OnlyFans. no, but anyway. No, because the thing is, like, I know you as a photographer, but you've always mentioned that before this, you've worn so many hats. Diba?
Yeah.
You were at some point a pilot, and at some point you did theater. You pretty much did a lot of things before you became a photographer. And I'm pretty sure a lot of creatives, like the young ones nowadays, every time they see you, I'm pretty sure they are going to be inspired by your story. They want to be like, you know what? When I grow up, I want to be like John Mayo, a multi-hyphenated creative. So before we discuss your rise in the fashion industry, let's talk about the origin story of John Mayo. Okay. So John, mag-umpisa tayo like when you were like in school. Ano ka ba? Like what were you as a kid? Were you more of like, were you creative or? But I know that you're very athletic.
No, parang growing up, I wasn't athletic nga eh. I was a nerdy type.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Nung grade school,
Discuss.
nerdy type na student council.
Yeah.
Gusto ko leader lang.
Ah, talaga?
Pero I had a lot of interests because my friends were in track and field.
Okay.
So nag-track and field ako grade 6, grade 7.
So you were in LaSalle? Like
all throughout.
Okay. So
From
may Loyalty Award.
13 years.
Since kindergarten?
13 years.
Oh, okay. Because the thing is like, I would never have thought that you come from
LaSalle.
Yeah, because you don't have that vibe.
Talaga?
If you know that.
Atenista.
Yeah, you come off more as an Atenista.
Yeah.
So you're from LaSalle. And you were very nerdy.
Nerdy ako nung high school.
Okay.
Pero parang, kasi may honor section kasi kami.
Okay.
So, honor section ako. So, parang people knew na, mga matatalino, yung mga nerds.
Yeah, exactly.
Nerds, yeah. So, yun. Hindi naman ako, I don't know. Tapos, siguro nag-come off na lang yung mga interest ko because I wanted to be with some friends.
Yeah.
So I did track and field,
Yeah.
I did orchestra, and I played the saxophone.
Wait, so you did all of that high school?
Grade school and high school.
Okay.
So nag-saxophone ako.
Okay.
And then, special music ako noon.
Okay.
And then, third year, fourth year, I focused on student council.
Okay.
So, ayun. Kaya parang, I did everything I could. Siguro kasi I had this idea of being a perfect child.
Okay. Okay.
So, parang-
Discuss.
So, I wanted to be athletic. I wanted to play the musical instrument. So, parang yun. So, parang may idea lang ako na I have to be as perfect as I can be.
Are you like, ano ka ba? Eldest, youngest, only child?
Second child.
Oh,
But I
okay.
was- but
Wait,
I was-
you're the middle child.
Middle child,
Okay.
but I was the golden child talaga.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think I thought naman my parents were proud of me. Pero
Yeah.
kasi, syempre, iba yung expectations of myself.
Okay.
So, I mean, it comes before anyone.
Uh-huh.
So, parang feeling ko, I have this idea, image of myself. I have to, you know, expound on it or to show it.
Were you pressured to become like an achiever?
Hindi naman.
Okay.
Pinipressure ko ang sarili ko.
Okay.
Kasi parang to be honest, wala namang external factor.
Okay.
Ay, kailangan ka matalino.
Okay.
Kailangan mo mag-top 10. Parang I stay within what I know what I can do. Kasi for example, sasabihin nila, kaya mo naman mag-top 1 mag-aral ka lang.
Okay.
Pero, alam mo yun, I know it will take up a lot of time. So, hindi ko na kailangan maging top. Pero kailangan ko lang surviving. Happy ako sa grades ko.
But what motivated you?
I think internal expectations or maybe because growing up, parang if you're gay, you
Uh-huh.
have to be someone.
Okay.
So I think it's one of those not internal homophobia but internal expectation na ay bakla ka na tapos bobo ka pa.
So you felt you had
May
so much more to prove
Oo,
to make
parang-
sure
yes.
na your parents are proud of
Yes,
you.
even if I come out,
Oh.
ay matalino naman siya, okay.
Oo.
May ganon.
Oo.
I think it's one of those
The driving factor.
driving
Okay.
factor. Kasi parang I discuss this with my friends.
Yeah.
Na parang alam mo yun, kailangan pag gay ka, kailangan funny ka or
Yeah.
kailangan matalino ka. Kasi
Uh-huh.
kapag gay ka na nga, hindi ka pa funny, tapos bobo ka pa.
Uh-huh.
Ba't ka pa naging gay?
Yeah.
Kasi may mga ganong thinking eh.
Uh-huh.
Na hindi naman hindi siya maganda, pero parang napansin mo, pag mga gay sila yung mga breadwinners because
Okay.
they have more to prove.
Mhm.
Ayun. Kaya I think it's one of my main driving factors.
Then eventually you went to university and you chose sports science. Like discuss.
No, actually, I chose, during that time, I think one of the problems of being multi-hyphenated, or
Yeah.
quote-unquote multi-hyphenated, but I call it indecisive.
Okay.
Marami kang gustong gawin,
Yes.
but at the same time, you don't know what to do
Okay.
exactly.
Mhm.
Ang problem kasi with the society is, at least from my perspective, people don't call you as a photographer, athlete, musician eh.
Yeah.
People just call you a photographer.
Mhm.
Parang people like to categorize stuff. So, parang ako, when I was applying for UP,
Yeah.
check lang ako ng whatever I wanted.
Okay.
I mean, kung ano lang makita ko. So, I checked community development.
Mm.
So, my first course in UP was community development. So, it's tied with social services.
Okay.
So, during our freshman orientation, 6 lang kami sa buong college na freshman.
Okay.
Tatlo from social work,
Yeah.
tatlo from community development. So, mga NGO ang target. Parang ako, ano ba to? I mean, parang ako hindi ko masyadong for me kasi parang it's more of an NGO work.
Yeah.
Ganun kasi yung so more of community planning. So, parang this is not for me. Although parang yun naman yung ginagawa ko nung high school kasi I was part of social action.
Yeah.
But for me kasi it was my way of getting out of the house eh. Kasi I was bored eh. So yun, and then nag-shift ako into applied physics. So my second year,
What? Oh my
second
god.
year in UP,
Okay.
I was accepted as applied physics major in instrumentation.
Okay.
So dalawa yun eh.
Were you good at physics?
Akala ko kaya ko eh.
Okay.
Tapos sabi ko, nung first sem ko pa lang, sabi ko, shit, I'm gonna fail this.
Uh-huh.
Ang hirap.
Oo.
Kasi hindi siya yung parang, ay, magets mo lang yung lesson. Alam mo yung pag may mga memes na yung lesson 2 plus 2, tapos biglang yung exam, iba na napakahaba. Ganun yung feeling ko sa physics. So sabi ko, hindi, I'm gonna shift out after
Okay.
this. Kasi hindi ko, I mean, mag-fail ako, unahan ko na para
Yeah.
hindi pangit yung marks ko. So, nag-shift, my third year of UP, nag-shift na ako sa sports science. So, every iba-iba yung college ko.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ayun, and then, since I wasn't already an athlete, it was easy kasi yung mga prof doon, mga coaches din. So, magkakakilala kami lahat.
So because of this, you accumulated a lot of friends from all the different colleges, I guess, right?
Not colleges, but most of the athletes.
Okay.
Pero parang I think, nung nag-run ako as student council
Yeah.
for the whole university, doon ako nakakilala ng iba-ibang people around the university.
But what made you decide
To run.
No, sports science.
Kasi I was already an athlete eh.
Okay.
Kasi parang ang mindset ko, I was gonna be a doctor.
Okay.
So yun, so parang path maging doctor is sports science.
Okay.
Or coaching, or teacher, ganyan.
Why did you not like shift on your fourth year? Like, what made you decide na this is it?
Hindi,
Finally, I
kailangan-
found something.
Kailangan kasi magka-fail na ako eh.
Ah, okay.
Inunahan ko na siya
Uh-huh.
eh. So yun, napunta ako sa sports science. And then sobrang, ang saya kasi naglaro lang kami literally.
Yeah.
Kasi may mga Philippine games
Yeah.
na course, na subjects. So yun, as in, may mga, turo kami ng games. Ganun lang. Tapos, ang major ko was, kasi may mga sport, you have to pick a sport and you have to pick a dance. Major ko was gymnastics, and then tennis.
Okay.
Tapos yung isa dance ko was gymnastics.
Yeah.
So yung mga dance class ko was ethnic dance.
Yeah.
So inaral ko lahat ng dances. Masaya kasi it was very on my turf kasi dancer na ako.
Uh-huh.
So yun.
Because I also know you were part of the
UP Pep Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you part of the team when UP was still like winning?
peak, yeah.
Okay.
Part ako nun. Pero I
yung
wasn't
number one.
Yes, I wasn't in the roster.
Yeah.
Kasi may team A, team B.
Yeah.
But I was part of that.
Uh-huh.
Ayun. So kasama ko din nagbabalan kami.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask that. Like when they shave their heads.
Umalis na ako no.
Wala na. Pero when they dyed their hair,
Yes,
you were there. Okay. I remember na at some point.
Iconic siya, no? Pop
Yeah.
culture moment siya eh. Sa Philippines na.
But that was like the golden days, I guess.
Of sheer dance itself. Kasi ngayon na pumapansin eh.
Ah, really?
Oo.
Oh, okay.
Kasi parang it was getting too, alam mo yung for me, in my opinion lang, parang it was getting too technical.
Okay.
To the point na, syempre, okay, may magaling, tapos lagi na nanalo isang team lang. So
Yeah.
parang nawawala yung competition. Kasi before may toss-up eh, tsaka may rivalry eh. Diba? Tsaka parang, anong pakulo ng UP this year? Anong pakulo ng USD this year? So yun yung parang pinaka-hype up talaga. Eh ngayon, since LU naman mananalo.
Yeah, it's
no
NU
one
all the
cares.
time. Like people don't really strive hard anymore.
Yeah, no one cares anymore. Although ngayon, di sila nananalo, but ano mo yun. Pero kasi, pag sports science ka, parang medyo, kahit ano ka lang, hindi ka naman nag-aaral. Okay?
Yeah.
Nung sports science, hindi ako nag-aaral. Nagkakat ako ng class para mag-jogging.
Ah, really? So you were also at your physical peak that
Yes,
time? Like,
as in I was known in UP. As in kilala ko kasi I always work out. Nung umalis na ako ng pep, ang laki ng katawan ko, puro cuts ako, ganyan. Kasi yun, kilala ko as batakla.
and zero body fat, I guess. Wala.
Single digit.
Oh, really?
Digit.
Okay.
Tawag sa akin batakla, batak na bakla. Yun yung tawag nila. Kasi nga, tayo nag-workout. So, I would work out with the track and field team. I would run with the women's football team.
Yeah.
Mag-cross training ako with the judo. As in, ganun, nakikita nila. Kasi wala na, gusto ko nang matutunan. So yun, naikot ko lahat. Kaya kilala ko yung mga athletes doon. So yun.
And so,
Kaya nga for me right now, alam mo yung mga nagpapa-sexy. Parang for me, I'm so over that phase.
Yeah.
Parang gano'n. Kaya parang, minsan naiingit ako, pero parang ako, nagawa ko na yun.
Yeah.
Parang gano'n.
been there, done that. I just want to ask, like, why did you choose to go to UP instead of Lasal?
Because of cheer dance.
Okay.
It was either UST or UP for me. Kasi di ba during 2008,
Yun yung sikat.
dalawa lang naman, UST or UP.
Ano nga ang name ng
Sa Lingawi.
ang sa UST?
UST sa Lingawi, the UP Pep Squad.
Because like I remember it was being shown on like Studio 23 that
Yes,
time. Yeah. Because that was like the hip channel for
Sports.
for college students as well, for the young ones. Right?
Meron pa.
And for the AB market as well. Diba? So,
Yun.
when you graduated, you became,
2 weeks after,
what happened?
nag-pilot ako.
Okay, why? ¿Por qué?
Kasi syempre, mayroon na naman ako expectation na, okay, I have to be the best of myself.
But why pilot? Like you could have been like, you know, I don't know, could have like chosen something else. Was it a plan of yours ever since to become a pilot?
No naman, parang I don't think na it was the entire plan. But lagi akong may expectations of myself na, okay, I have to aim high.
Yeah.
So, syempre, meron notion ng society na, pag pilot ka, ganito ka, mataas ang sweldo mo. Lagi may ganon. So, for me, mataas lang din expectations of myself. Not expectations of others. Parang ganon. So, tsaka ako nag-pilot, pero parang kala ko naman sabi ko, I can do it. So, when I got there, to be honest, hindi naman siya mahirap.
Yeah.
As in, madali siya. Sa class ko, I was actually the top one. Kasi parang ako nag-aaral ako, I read the book, whatever. But it was very political at that time. Kasi it's aviation in the Philippines. I'm not sure now, but it was run by, retired airmen. So
Okay.
retired,
Because like most of the time, like what people do is like they go through like the Air Force,
Yes.
then they serve there, then after that,
Yes.
they become like commercial pilots.
Oo, so retired Air Force people talaga siya.
Yeah.
Tapos yung mga nagko-continue, yung mga anak ng retired Air Force,
Oh,
it's very political.
okay,
And homophobic.
okay.
And patriarchal.
Uh-huh.
So parang ako, you know what, this is stacked up against me. Kasi before, pag nag-airline ka, kailangan may kakilala ka.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Like commercial airlines?
Oo. Before, ewan ko now pero before, 10 years ago. I only heard na lately, iba na yung may paradigm shift because all of the old people were laid off or were forced retired. So parang ngayon mas open na into gay pilots or whatever. But during 10 years ago, it wasn't. Parang kailangan itago. Although
Okay.
kahit parang out na out ako ng college, kailangan magpasok na naman ako ulit sa closet sa pilot school kasi yung parents ko kakilala yung mga instructors.
Did you feel the need to like hide yourself whilst doing like the pilot
not necessarily
course?
towards anyone but towards the industry and to my parents.
Okay.
Yun naman. At more of that.
So natapos mo ang pilot course, and were you able to?
No, nung after nun, may opportunity to audition for Miss Saigon.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Germany.
yes. Okay.
Ay, Germany ba yun? Hindi, London muna.
Uh-huh.
So parang ako, I'll drop everything kasi Miss Saigon to eh.
Okay.
Parang Leia Salonga ang spirit animal ko eh. So yun, and then when I got in, hindi mo got in, but when I got in the pool of talents to be considered, tinrap ko yung pilot school. Hindi ko tinrap, tinapos ko na siya. Pero parang ako, okay, I'm not gonna apply to anything kasi I need a few more hours.
Okay,
to apply.
just a few more hours then.
Mga 40 hours
Yeah.
to apply
Yeah.
to commercial. Pero sabi ko, if I don't take the opportunity now for Miss Saigon, hindi ko na makuha to forever.
Yeah.
Kasi pag sa airline na ako, may band na yan. Hindi na ako pwede makaalis.
Oh, really?
May mga band yan para di ka maalis ng ilang years. Ganun.
Okay.
Kasi paparali ka to do Airbus. So nag-antay ako. So I was jobless for a year. Wala akong pera talaga at all. Wala. As nag-duolingo lang ako just to learn Spanish.
Yeah.
As in, pero hindi naman duolingo lang. Pero I mean, I was reading Spanish books. As in, parang I made myself productive.
Yeah.
Pero I wasn't earning anything at 26 years old.
Yeah.
So yun, sabi ng nanay ko, nung nakita ko na finally after a year, Miss Saigon officially casted their cast for London. Siyempre, heartbroken. Okay. Hindi ako sinabihan.
Yeah.
Hindi ako nakapag-ready. Pero syempre, kasi hindi ako sanay sa theater na once you leave an audition room, you leave it at that.
Okay.
Kasi parang, you move on to the next. Ganun naman talaga eh. Ako kasi, hoops up eh.
What role were you gunning for? Was it for the?
Ensemble lang.
Okay.
Ensemble and acrobat.
Okay.
Kasi nga tumblingero nga ako.
Okay. I was thinking you were gunning for. Sino nga yun yung
Two-way.
the mechanic? Ano ba yun?
Engineer na.
The engineer niya.
Ano lang, ensemble, acrobat.
Okay.
And then yun, syempre kasi I think it was more of they needed to appease the union kasi kailangan may specific number of
Yeah.
Londoners.
Exactly.
So okay lang, edi after nun, may trabaho ko as yung parang secretarial job.
Okay.
Under my mom.
Okay.
Pero I mean,
Nipo, baby.
parang nepo baby na rin in a way. Pero syempre, ang bosses ko, mga foreigner. So yun, so parang it was also humbling. Syempre, hindi naman ako bayan, ganyan. But at the same time, I hated my life.
Yeah.
Hindi mo hate my life, pero parang, ito na ba yun?
This was when you were 26, right?
That's
And at this point in your life, normally people experience quarter life crisis.
Yun nga, tsaka na doon ako.
Yun na yun
Wala
eh.
akong pera doon
Yeah.
eh. So parang ako, sabi sabi ko, shit, ano ba ginagawa ko in life? So parang ako, sabi ng friend kong isa, yung kabarkada ko na kasama ko dito, sabi niya, Besh, mag-audition ka dito sa musical na to. Newsies yung tawag.
Is that like, I don't know, where is that? Is that like in the
Para
Philippines?
siyang Disney license siya.
Okay.
Tapos nilicense lang siya sa Philippines. Pero parang apparently, audition siya ng Globe to get Disney rights. So parang ako, sige, sumali ako kasi it's about ang story lang niya is mga Jaryo boys sa New York na nag-strike na sumasayaw. Ang criteria naman dun ay kailangan mukha kang bata at sumasayaw ka.
Oh my God.
So perfect.
Yes.
Sa 26 ako, mukha nga ako,
Oh, yeah.
15 during that time. Nakuha ako. Pero for me, my thinking during that time was, I'm gonna enjoy this. This is my swan song to art.
Yeah.
Kasi there's no future in the arts in the Philippines. Yun yung thinking ko during that time. Sige, swan song ko siya. Parang gagaling ko na lang to and then I'll return to whatever secretarial job or clerical job. And then that's life.
Yeah.
Ganun. Kasi wala in the Philippines kasi it's either passion mo siya or mayaman na mayaman ka to do theater. Kasi
Yeah.
it's below minimum wage.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, yung kunwari, rehearsal stage nyo, below minimum wage, parang 300 pesos. No, tas
It doesn't even cover for gas.
mag-earn ka lang kapag nag-show na.
Oh, okay.
So, yun. So, parang, okay, parang mag-earn ka lang 1 month, tapos tiis ka 3 buwan.
Okay.
Tapos, ibig sabihin, kailangan may cover pa yung few months mo. So, hindi siya sustainable. So, sinasabi ko, mindset ko, okay, after ito magtatrabaho na ako ng normal kasi wala naman tayong mapapala sa art eh. Kasi Pilipinas, hindi naman siya, alam mo yun, hindi siya appreciative sa art, ganyan. But then, ako, during that time, lagi lang ako may camera.
Okay, yeah.
So, doon siya nag-start.
Wait, did you always have that camera? What was it, a DSLR or was it?
Ito sa gift from my parents.
Okay.
Kasi, parang during my flying time, feature ako sa magazines. Kasi nga, hindi po uso yung drones eh. So, ang perspective ko was an aerial view of everything. So, aerial view of vegan, aerial view of ballet,
Okay.
aerial view of Pangasinan, yung 100 Islands, gano'n. So, na-feature siya sa Cosmo, sa iba-ibang magazine. And then yun, after that, bigyan nila ako ng camera. Tapos yun, so dinadala ko lang siya sa theater, sa rehearsals.
Yeah.
Parang ako, na-realize ko, ayoko ng landscape. Mas gusto ko mag-picture ng tao.
Yeah.
So doon siya nag-start.
You're
Kasi
good at that, eh. Portraits.
So yung mga tao nga, uy, picture naman ako. Kasi syempre yung mga theater actors. Kailangan nila for the set card. So yun, so parang nagpa-picture ko sila. Parang, syempre, ang style ko pa nun was parang mukhang 1 by 1.
Okay.
Ng gitna.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't know the rule of thirds from before. Okay.
Walang walang creative bit. Okay. Tapos biglang sabi lang sa akin ng mga castmates ko, you have an eye.
Yeah.
You should continue to do this. Parang, whatever. Pero alam mo yun kasi, wala naman ako idea that photography can be a job eh.
Yeah.
So parang ako, photographer, whatever. Ganun lang. Alam mo,
Yeah.
kasi hindi siya programmed eh.
So it didn't cross your mind that you're going to be a photographer?
Hindi.
Okay.
Kasi hindi ko siya dream kasi wala akong idea to be one or what's the life of one. So yun, edi lang ako. Picture lang ako until I was getting side gig kasi
Okay.
nga may job pa rin ako. Pero parang yung side gig na yun, pang ano lang siya, shopping, extra
Yeah.
money, for food, whatever, pang pang date, ganyan. And then yun, and then during the pandemic, I wasn't laid off because kumbaga, nasa tawag doon, nasa necessity, what do you call that? Yung sector
Non-essentials?
Essential. Nasa essential ako.
Okay.
Kasi communications kami eh.
Oh.
Kasi I work under mga cell sites.
Okay. Wait, so when I met you, you still were not a full-time photographer?
No, lunchtime ko lang yun.
Really?
Oo.
Oh my God!
Kaya tawa na ako sa Fico na parang, ay, 30 minutes lang ito lang yung kinita ko.
The fuck?
Oo, sige.
Oh my
sabi ko
God!
sa boyfriend ko noon.
I really thought na
Hindi.
you were...
Lunchtime ko lang yun. Tapos, pero may kotse na ako.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Kasama ko yung nanay ko na kotse ako, punta muna tayo sa
Samoa.
Samoa.
Yeah.
So yun, so parang after that, parang Tinanggalan ako ng ng transportation allowance. Yung maliit lang
Yeah.
na pero parang I was really offended.
Yeah.
Ang sabi kasi, tagal rin ng ng allowance sa siya ginagawa.
Okay.
Parang ganun. Parang I was offended. Although, to be honest, if I'm going to be honest, public ako ginagawa. Pero alam mo, hindi ka offended.
Yeah, I'm like,
Kasi,
the audacity of you guys.
ito akong ginagawa. Kaya totoo naman.
Oo.
Pero na-offend ako.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, I'm gonna resign.
Yeah.
So that day, nag-resign ako.
Okay.
Without a plan.
Yes.
As in, ganun. Pandemic yun eh. Siyempre, walang shoots, walang anything.
No, because like I think I had my portraits done January of 2020, right?
Before, oo.
Oh, January yun.
Before pandemic nga.
Oh, before pandemic. Tapos nag-pandemic March.
Oo. Kasi
Okay.
Feb nag-start yun eh.
No, because like during that time, I already thought that you were already like a professional, but not really like full time.
Oo, tama naman.
No,
Oo.
because the thing is
Kasi
like,
nag-magazines na ako nun.
okay. No, because like I was looking, like I was scouting through Instagram.
Kay Will Devon, diba?
Huh?
Kay Will Devon.
Yes, because like I wanted to have like a proper picture, like a professionally taken before I fly to Germany. And the thing is like one of my best friends, John Unson, who I assisted for sa Cebu, is not available because like I already gave up my apartment in Cebu. So I said, no, I need to look for a photographer. So I was like looking through Instagram, so sino kaya ang pwede. So I was looking at all these like different accounts. So when nakikita ko mga pangalan, like there's this guy named Sevens
Seven,
Barreto, and I saw this Huha or
Ako
something.
yun.
Okay. No, here's the thing. I said, I have to look for someone na I can see na he's really good, but he doesn't have a name yet. Because I know that the fee is not going to be that expensive.
Yeah.
So I said, I have to look for someone that I can see is going to be big in the future, but still starting out now. Because I think Seven at that time, he already has his own.
May name na siya.
May studio na siya, right? So I said, no, I don't think I can afford him. So that's the reason why I slid into your DMs. And I was not expecting that you were going to reply because like it took you probably like more than a week to respond.
Talaga ba?
Yeah. Because diba normally if you don't really follow back a person, you don't get to see all it goes to like the message requests. Then when you respond, it's like, oh my God, someone responded. So this is going to happen. Like before I fly, I'm going to have like a proper picture, which eventually became
Uy, part na exhibit.
exactly part of your exhibit. Nakasama ko si Isa Calzado and
Din yun Matsunaga.
yeah. But anyway, I was so happy that I found you that time because like I never would have thought that yung interaction natin would become like this friendship, right? Which is very genuine. And I also appreciate the fact that you actually listen to my advice, you actually listen to my critique, and you actually listen to my opinions.
Sobrang naniniwala ako sa critique
Diba?
mo. Kasi hindi ka part ng industry eh.
Yeah, exactly.
Kasi kailangan ko ng someone na may hindi talaga, walang insider info eh. Na parang devoid siya ng
And the thing is like, if it's like from your circle, most of the time, sometimes, especially when it comes to Filipinos,
enablers yan.
Yes.
Hindi kaya mo yun.
Yeah.
Hindi maganda naman.
and they will sugarcoat, and I don't like that. And ako, normally, I'm very frank. And kung ako, if I say something is good, it's really good. Diba? And I always think that you are going to be like a big name in the industry. And you're getting there. I think you are a big name, pero you still have not reached your peak yet. Your star hasn't fully shown yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. You're shining brightly as each year passes.
Pero alam mo, na-realize ko, ganun, up to now pa rin, meron akong huge expectations. Kaya, tinan mo, ako lang, di ba, parang, I make sure na ako pala nakapag-National Museum.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm so proud of you for that. Yeah.
Thank you. Pero alam mo yun, wala siyang financial returns eh.
Yeah.
Pero sobrang good relationship ako with National Museum.
Can you discuss about that exhibit of yours in the National Museum?
Well, I won an award, diba?
Yeah.
I won a grant from Fuji Fair.
Yes.
But the idea behind it was, I wanted to exhibit at the National Museum. Yun talaga yun.
Yeah.
So parang, I work backwards. What can I do for Fuji Fair that can also work for the National Museum eventually? So yun, so when I did that, naganap ako ng Filipino perspective. Filipino endemic plants, Filipino scientists. And I wanted to do it properly. Kasi ang tendency ng Filipinos na parang, let's do a beauty flower editorial. Pero hindi well-researched. Eh, parang lately ko lang din nalaman na Sampaguita, Santan, and Gumamela are native plants.
Yes, they're from South America, I guess, right?
Iba-iba. Jasmine is from
India.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, really? Oh,
Mga
okay.
ganon. So parang ako, okay, let's work it scientifically and correctly. So doon ko pinasok ang pagiging ko.
Yeah.
Na kailangan tama. Kahit hindi masyado maganda yung pictures, pero tama yung proseso, okay lang.
Yeah.
Ganon. So ganun yung ginawa kong approach to do the grant. And then eventually, when I won the award, it was exhibited in Japan. I proposed it to the National Museum. Kasi nga, ang sabi ko lang doon sa grant, this will be exhibited in the National Museum.
Oh, okay.
It was a total bullshit.
You were manifesting it.
It was, well, hindi naman manifesting. I was totally bullshit to win.
And you won.
Yeah. Tapos nung nakita ko, so I sent the same proposal, as in walang edit, to the National Museum.
Yeah.
Then a few weeks later, they liked it.
Mhm.
And then yun, and then historically, I was the first
Yeah.
photographer and artist to have a solo exhibition
Yeah.
in the National Museum of Natural History. Then yun, sa sobrang good relationship ako with them, parang yung brand, they wanted to get me to the National Museum.
Oh, okay. So,
that's why I had Wow.
so there was a brand sponsor also.
No, another na yun. This
Okay.
was for, I had another exhibit in the National Museum. So it was my second.
Because you did like an exhibit in Japan. So it was all with
Fuji.
flowers as well, right?
Yes.
So when you did the exhibit in the National Museum, did you add more pictures or is it the same pictures?
I edited it.
Okay.
So, tagtanggal ako, tapos nag-add ako.
Oh,
so, I
okay.
wanted to, kasi Filipino audience
Yeah.
So, I wanted more star power.
Yeah, you
So,
added big names actually, yeah.
Yeah, celebrities,
Mhm.
ganyan. So, di ba, originally Pia was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And si Catriona.
Yeah.
Then yun, and then, di ba, parang after that, other brands wanted
Yeah.
to exhibit at the National Museum. So, parang, ano mo, they naman used, pero parang it was mutually beneficial for us. Kasi
Mhm.
syempre, I mean, it was a good amount of compensation. Tapos, pag kinuha nila ako, sa akin yung name ko doon, papayag yung National Museum.
Yes.
Pumayag sila.
Yeah.
So yun, so nakapag-exhibit yung isang brand doon. And then, right now, a museum in Tokyo wants the collection.
Oh, really?
So I'll exhibit there next year.
Oh, wow.
June.
Oh my God, congratulations. So are you going to add more pictures also?
Okay, ang deal lang with them is they want to add Japanese
Yes, I was about to.
Japanese flowers.
And probably Japanese artists as well, maybe?
Yes,
Yeah.
Japanese artists. So ako mag-arrange na sa mga Sakura. So I'm going there for Sakura season.
Can you please get Maria Ozawa? No, she's Japanese.
Ano ko, pero feeling ko hindi siya family-oriented. Kasi
Oh, okay.
the museum is family-oriented.
But she did a rebrand.
Ayun eh, wala akong magagawa dyan.
I don't know, like, I'm wishing that you could get like, I think like the girl who won the Emmy, like the most recent Best Actress is Japanese, right? Anna Sawai. I think she's Japanese.
But I mean, let's
Show,
see,
show
kasi
that.
I mean, I have to work with other,
I'm hoping you can get like famous Japanese.
yeah,
artists.
let's see. Ayun, so yun na siya ngayon. So para alam mo sometimes, because of, you know, my financial predicament right now,
Yeah.
nakakalimutan ko na nagawa ko na itong mga
Yeah.
to. So thanks for reminding me.
No, because you were actually hitting milestones after milestones after milestones. Right? Some people, some photographers would not even experience having an exhibit at the National Museum. You're like one of the lucky few.
No, I'm the lucky one.
You're the lucky one. Oh my God! See, exactly.
Well,
right?
the lucky one to have a solo.
Yeah.
Pero may naman madami.
Exactly, right?
Just to tell you a secret, after that exhibit, yun yung naging standard for all exhibitions in the National Museum.
What do you mean?
Na para okay, the exhibit has to be sa gitna kailangan nanalo na award.
Oh.
Or kailangan walang brand names. Kasi
Oh.
when I was organizing it, ayoko na may brands.
Yeah.
Meron kayo footnote, pero walang malaking brands.
Yeah.
So parang yun naging standard nila.
Mhm.
Award-winning,
Mhm.
tapos walang brands.
Mhm.
Yun.
So you set the standard,
For
right?
the National Museum.
Yeah.
So sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget talaga.
No, because probably it's because you are so hard on yourself sometimes. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you want to top yourself all the time.
Most of the time.
Right? And you tend to forget like the peaks that you have had already.
Yun nga din. Yeah,
Maybe sometimes you just have to enjoy what you are experiencing. Like, do you even get a chance to enjoy and celebrate these milestones that you're getting? Ano ka na ba? Nakapag-cover ka na, di ba? Like magazine covers and stuff.
Meron naman. Nylon.
You've done nylon. Yeah, okay.
Tatler hindi pa, Vogue hindi pa.
Okay. So the main goal is Tatler and Vogue. And like I've always told you, I said we are going to speak this to existence. We are going to be manifesting it. You are going to do like a Vogue cover. Vogue Philippines.
Not even Philippines. As in, Vogue France, Vogue
You know what?
Thailand.
I like that. You know, I am so for that.
Diba? Why limit myself to
Yeah.
one country?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in France.
We come on, like we are in Paris right now.
I know.
Like
Siya
the-
sa Paris ako ngayon, no? Lasing ako sa gitna
The-
ng island.
The world is your oyster. We just had the shoot earlier, and who knows? Like the guy that we shot earlier, he's going to be like a big in the modeling industry. I told him, you know what? I am manifesting Peppy jeans for you because I can see him as like
Pero
that
alam
Peppy
mo,
jeans
magaling ka
model.
mag-manifest. Hindi ko alam.
No, because the thing is like every time I see someone, I can see potential, and I said, you know what? Sometimes
Talaga?
this person just needs like a push.
Talaga.
No, because the thing is like when it comes to my friends, I've always been the kind of person that I always lift my friends up. And the minute a friend of mine tries to drag me down, parang ayoko na. Because the thing is, I've always been the kind of person na I always make sure na if I go up, I bring
Bring
my friends.
everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Because I am not the most competitive person there is. I don't know.
Ako opposite kasi competitive ako eh.
No, because the thing
Pero,
is,
to be fair naman,
Yeah.
competitive lang ako sa other
Yeah.
photographers. Kaya di ako nakipag-compete sa makeup artist. Ano gagawin
yeah,
natin dito?
exactly. No, I think in the world we have to be more collaborative.
That's true naman.
And healthy competition is nice as long as you don't like do what do you call that? Do the dirty work. Probably talk shit about
shit.
someone. Okay, diba? And para sa hala ka na kung hubog na kayo kuha na next.
Hindi mo
I haven't
nakikita
slept.
na yan. Hindi ko alam.
Like my problem is like sometimes I kind of
Sige.
lost my train of thought. No, as long as we just like what you call that, we compete with ourselves and we aspire to be better.
That's true.
Right. I think the biggest competition is always ourselves. Right. Because like for me, I don't believe in being the best. I mean, it'd be great if I'm the best, but I would prefer to be a better version of who I was before.
Pati naman, pwede naman yun. I
Diba?
mean, you can use it interchangeably na you can compete also with yourself.
Because I have this friend, he said na he doesn't want to be the best. Because he said, if I am going to be the best, then I am not going to aspire to become better. So I'd rather be good. So I keep on improving. And he's actually like one of my smartest friends. So I went to SPED in elementary, like special education, multi-intellectual. Then I was in UP also for high school. Then I went to Ateneo, pero my friend like he went to West Visayas State University and he did medicine sa Ateneo. So he's like what for me he's like the standard when it comes to intelligence. But I also told him na I'm not gonna mention any names,
No.
but he has a very high position in the government right now. I always tell him na, do you think sometimes it gets quite lonely to be alone at the top? And he said, yeah, he actually admitted na, yeah, because sometimes like some people dislike him for being too smart or being too this or too that.
Well, I think sometimes kasi parang ako I've accepted na you can be, alam mo yun, you can be the best peach but someone will not like peaches.
Yeah, exactly,
So
right?
kaya ako, I'll just try to be my own best version of myself.
What are your lessons that you've learned working with different kinds of people in the industry?
Well, wala naman akong in mind right now, but
Were there times na nasabi ng mga people na, oh my God, Jan, he's so mataray or perfectionist and he just makes sure
ano
na...
naman, I think kasi ako, for me, as much as possible, I don't give that attitude sa set
Yeah.
or sa shoot kasi ang photographer nag-set ng tone eh.
Yeah.
So if bad trip ka, bad trip na yung buong shoot.
Oh, yeah.
So parang as much as possible, kahit bad trip na ako, kahit nakita na nilang lahat, I try my best. I mean, moody ako pero I try my best na hindi talaga. Pero, I mean, it happens. Pero, I don't know, maybe right now nga, I feel like, I mean, I've been asking people, kamusta naman yung name ko sa industry?
Oh, yeah,
May
exactly,
mga
right?
ganun
Because there will always be feedback.
Pero talaga, I mean, medyo mabango ang name ko sa industry. I mean, yun ang feedback ko. Mabango, professional, on time. Pero syempre, minsan namimili ng kausap.
Okay,
Hindi ba maiisip yun? Minsan di naman mawawala. Ay, admittedly, minsan may namimili ako. Pero as much as possible, I'd be friendly with it. Kasi sometimes di mo malaman, minsan maging boss mo na yun.
Exactly, right? Yeah. You'll never know. Like, this PA is, in the future, is going to be the editor-in-chief.
Manager, kaya
Right?
parang ako minsan, i-avoid ko. I talk to everyone. Pero syempre, may mga feedback din na mabuti ka pa nakipag-usap ka kasi yung iba hindi lang nakipag-usap.
Oh, really? Kasi it takes $0 to be kind.
Oo naman.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, you know what? Sometimes I also like the fact that I have a very strict boss. Because it is going to make sure that I do my best. Because there's this pressure. I know, like, okay, like right now, I can do whatever I want because like I do the marketing for my company, and it was
Marketing ka na ba?
it was my initiative. I do videos for our company, and
Pero di ba ano ka, nurse?
exactly. I'm the
Bakit
nurse.
naging marketing?
No, but I told my boss like, eventually, probably when I grow old, I am not gonna be working as a nurse anymore. I don't
Yeah,
want to
for
be working night shifts, and I just want to make sure that I have portfolio to show my future boss in the future. So would it be okay that I'm going to put in here that I'm the marketing officer of our company since I've been making all the what you call that, the posters and the videos? And he said yes. Yes, and it was my initiative. I said, I am not asking for a raise. All I want is your blessing for me to put that on my LinkedIn profile.
That's nice.
And yes, and
Pumayag siya.
so pretty much I can do anything when it comes promotion. I do all these
Sa
videos.
hospital.
No, it's not a hospital. I'm a travel nurse.
Travel nurse.
Yeah. So I do marketing towards Messi.
No, mas-
Well, what do you call that? Marketing towards other Filipinos, like who want to transfer to our company. Because I don't know, I just love making videos and I love interviewing people, so might as well. So that was just like my
To be
initiative.
honest, ang ganda ng mga interview mo dun sa Fashion Week.
Oh yeah.
Yung mga shorts. Nagulat niya ako bakit hindi nag-viral yun. Hindi kasi syempre parang people would want to know what's outside the
No,
Fashion Week.
no, because the thing is, I realized na maybe I'm too highbrow for the Philippine market.
Baka tayo. Feeling ko yung problema ko, highbrow ko masyado.
Yeah, yeah.
Iba yung taste natin.
Siguro, I mean, part tayo ng, like, we have the AB market. I mean, I'm not,
I think we're in the Parisian market.
I'm not, guys, I'm not even rich, but the thing is, like, you know,
Yung taste level.
oh, I don't like canal things.
Hindi, alam mo, yun yung feeling ko kung bakit I wasn't getting jobs lately.
Mhm.
Kasi parang, one, masyadong mataas ata yung work.
Yeah.
Parang masyadong highbrow nga yung work ko na
Yeah.
parang to the point na people think na ay sobrang expensive naman ito nga ating kunin, ito nga ating ano.
Now that you mentioned it, I realized, like, your work for the National Museum would be considered quite highbrow as well.
Yun nga, kaya after
Right?
after na wala akong trabaho, kaya parang feeling ko na intimate ka ibang brands.
Yeah.
Parang ay masyado siyang mahal for sure.
Yeah.
Ganun.
Because the thing is, like, especially the brand now, they want something that goes viral, something that would resonate to most Filipinos from
Yeah.
all income brackets.
Well, I think naman, to be fair, I think nag-trend naman yung kay Nadine.
Which one?
National Museum.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
As in to the point na when I went to Paris last few months ago, someone from UK,
Yeah.
sabi niya, ay, ikaw pala nag-take noon.
Oh,
Nakita
okay.
nila yun.
Yeah.
Parang ko, in fairness, maabot naman pala sa Europe.
Yeah.
yung work. Ayun. Pero highbrow siya eh, kasi
Yeah.
parang kailangan mo siyang haluan talaga ng celebrity culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Kahit sobrang high conceptual. Kailangan mo siya haluan ng celebrity para mag all-encompassing.
Mhm.
Maging yan. Ganun.
Diba? Like the Filipinos were into artistas, boxings,
Iba na ang boxing ngayon.
boxing and basketball, diba?
Ngayon wala na. Kasi bago na yung
Oh,
mga
yeah.
celebrities.
Ano, social media stars.
Oh.
Yeah. So do you feel the need to
Well, I'm- well-
join like the TikTok generation?
Well, because of you, I'm upping my game. Honestly, because
no,
of you.
No, because I constantly remind you.
Yes,
Mas-
yes.
you know,
Well, thank you for that,
Sako dyan. Kailangan talaga, you have to post on TikTok. Because the thing is, you have to reach a
Hindi,
bigger market?
To be honest, naisip ko rin naman niya. I mean, sobrang naisip ko siya na kailangan mag-reach. And at the same time, I have to give brands another avenue.
Yeah.
Hindi lang pwede Instagram eh.
Yeah.
Kailangan may iba ka pang platform. So, kailangan talaga. Well, di lang ako naka-upload because I'm on vacation. But I'll milk the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Maganda kayo sa post. I'm in fucking Paris.
You're on like a work vacation right now.
Yeah, so work. Vacation / naging work.
Yeah. What comes into your mind when I asked you what are like the most memorable shoots so far?
Super memorable. Siguro yung kay James.
James Reid, yeah.
Kasi it was my first time shooting him.
Yeah.
Tapos syempre, big name. Ito yung parang yung parang gumagalaw na picture. Kasi concept ko yun. So yun, siguro one of those.
Is this like the poster na parang alien?
Yes.
Oh my god, I
Yeah,
really
that's
love
my
that picture.
concept.
That was such a
That
beautiful
was my
picture.
idea.
Yeah.
Pero hindi siya nag-viral as much as I
Yeah.
wanted it to be. Parang it was, for me kasi, kaya, I mean, it was memorable making it.
Mhm.
Pero kasi I was hoping it to be viral. Pero parang hindi siya naging viral at the same time. Parang ako, it was a letdown. Pero parang, ang ganda niya pa rin niya sa portfolio.
It was very beautiful and it is like one of a kind.
Walang
diba?
gumagawa nun.
Yeah. What are like the other pinch me moments?
Yung National Museum.
Yeah.
Na parang, wow, ito na ako, I'm making my speech.
Yeah.
And then, ano pa ba?
People that you've worked with, like people that you thought na parang suntok sa buwan,
Hindi kasi parang for me, eventually, I realized that, celebrities are
pretty much the same.
no, not the same, but they're just regular people.
People, yeah.
So parang ako, wala na akong pinch me na moment. Ay, shit, naka-work ko si ganito.
Yeah.
Ay, naka-work ko si ganito. But I think, kung meron man akong gustong maka-work na pinch me moment, I think it's Lea Salonga.
You've already worked with her.
Not yet.
Okay, you know what? We are going to manifest that.
No, but the funny thing is, kayo nung umaga, may nag-message sa akin, Billboard. Hi,
Billboard PH, yeah.
Can you take Lea Salonga's picture tomorrow?
Oh my god,
Ay,
but
guys,
you're
sorry,
here!
I'm not invited.
Oh my god.
No, kasi parang feeling ko siya yung spirit animal ko.
Yeah, exactly.
Kasi parang I want to be that kind na sobrang galing sa art ko.
Yeah.
I don't really care what people think.
She did theater also. She's
Hindi,
very
tsaka-
eloquent.
No, kasi parang people don't like her.
Yeah.
In the industry, not in theater.
Okay.
I mean, let's be fair. Kasi nga, she's maldita.
Yeah.
But for me, kasi she earned it. Eh.
Yeah. I love listening to her. Because I don't think she sugarcoats.
Mm.
She tells you as it is. Because
Yeah.
I think it's also because of the fact that she worked outside the Philippines
Yeah.
and
She knows the value of time.
Yes.
So parang if you waste her time,
Mhm.
hindi talaga pwede.
Mhm.
Kaya for me, if people earned it, wala akong paki kahit pag
Exactly.
magtita ka. Kasi na-earn mo siya eh.
I think she'll be a great boss. I think she'll be a great mentor.
Talaga, yun nga. Kaya
Diba?
kasi she's spirit animal talaga forever.
Mhm.
Kaya nga sabi ko, I don't care what people think
Mhm.
of her. Like people think she's a bitch, but she knows her time, she knows her worth.
Or maybe
She earned it, so
or,
it's fine.
or maybe people just have this perception of her because like as far as I know when it comes to The Voice Philippines,
She's very nice.
yes, and she's not so hard to impress.
Yun nga. Pero for me, hindi. Parang sa theater kasi nga, parang yun nga.
Oh yes, it takes so much discipline in theater.
Oo. Or tsaka parang, I've heard stories about her na she's being bitched about her time, na parang tagal naman ito.
Yeah.
Parang ako, she
Which is great
earned
because
it.
like people should respect other people's time, right?
Oo, yun din. Kaya nga sabi ko, you know what, for me kasi merit-based ako eh.
Mm.
So if you've earned it,
Yeah.
even if you're being a
Yeah.
bitch about it,
Yeah.
girl, I earned it. Wala akong pake
Yeah.
what you say. Ganun.
Yeah. Dali De Leon, do you want to work with her as well?
Of course.
Yeah.
Pero feeling ko yung thinking lang na to, feeling ko it will make me, kumbaga sa industry namin, nyora, na parang, ay, senyora na to si Jan, masungit na to kasi ganito na siya. Pero kasi, na-earn ko siya eh.
Yeah,
Alam mo yun,
exactly,
ano?
yeah.
Yun lang naman yun.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, like so long.
Like any funny experiences sa shoot?
Well, I feel naman fun naman ako. I feel like
Okay.
lang naman. Pero, wala, I think should be fun eh. Kasi we have to make everyone comfortable.
Yeah.
Kasi kumbaga sa shoot, yun ang problema with photographers eh. They don't realize that they're the captain of the ship eh.
Yeah.
So
They set the tone.
they set the tone, they set the tone, they steer the ship.
Yeah.
So if mabad trip ka, pinakita mong pangit ugali mo,
Mm.
pagka-panic lahat.
Trickles down.
Oo. So ako, aminin ko, lagi naman ako moody naman ako.
Mm.
So kahit sobrang pangit ng mood ko,
Yeah.
I try na hindi ko ipakita.
Mm.
Parang, hindi, this is nice. So, let's do it one more.
Okay.
Pero kasi for me naman, if magaling na rin yung model, mabilis lang ako mag-shoot.
Yeah.
Pero ako napapatagal ako kasi binababad ko para at least I know plakado yung what I want. I can also post it. And at the same time, matuto rin siya.
And also, no, it's so good now. You are going to hand in over that pictures, and you can, you know, tell the agency nga, look at like the
Yeah.
pictures that we've made.
Yeah.
Pulido.
Yeah, pulido
Right.
siya. Yun nga. Kaya ginagawa ko na lang siya for connections agency.
Yeah.
Or, you know, parang, oh, I'm here back in Paris. You
Yeah.
want me to shoot your models, diba? Ano lang naman. Connections talaga.
The shoot earlier, that guy,
You'll make it. He'll make it.
Bertie, right?
Bertie.
Yeah, he's going to remember that shoot. You'll always remember your first time,
Totoo.
right?
Totoo.
Even like how bad you were. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure some of those models, like they had like really, really worse shoots than
Yeah.
like. But the thing is, like, his pictures were really good.
Maganda nga yun.
You were able to, you know, produce
Wala
amazing
pang
photos.
styling yun, putang ina.
Exactly, right?
Wala akong style sa mahanap
Oh.
kasi tawag doon.
But why?
Nasa
Hire,
Milan Fashion Week.
but why hire a stylist when you can just like style it yourself?
Pero kailangan niya madalang damit. The thing is, wala siya dalang damit because fly-in nga.
Oh, yeah, fly-in model.
Kung galing siya dito
Yeah.
siya kaya. Parang it makes sense. Parang okay. Pero it worked naman eh.
Yeah.
Pag lalaki kasi pwede mong pahubarin, okay na.
And it turned out good. Like
Ako kasi.
I saw I saw the pictures. I was like, what the? This is so glossy. Kailangan na lang ng ng product, and you can use it like as a campaign.
Pero kasi talaga ako
Yeah.
mag-shoot.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. Like you didn't even have to edit. Like do you still even do post processing?
Sometimes lang.
Yeah.
Pero as much, for me kasi ang art ng photography. I mean, I don't want to be strict about it, but photography kasi is part ng photography is post-processing.
Yeah.
Pero kasi, for me, nakikita yung skill ng photographer if makuha mo na siya sa konting editing na.
Exactly, right? Because like for me, the real photographer doesn't even have to edit.
Yeah.
Because like I've met some photographers before that they have to edit the picture to come up with like
Diba? Parang,
yeah.
bakit pa? Kung kaya mo naman,
Oh,
kasi
yeah.
sa settings kasi.
Yeah, exactly.
Kaya minsan check ko kasi hindi ko makuha yung settings ng flash. Kasi ang nangyayari, nag-iiba yung araw.
Yeah.
So pag nag-iiba yung araw, iibahin ko lahat.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
So bababay ko yung aperture, babay
Yeah.
yung speed, babay ko yung... So parang ako, constantly, nag-change ako ng temperature. Yun ng setting.
Okay, now I want to ask you though, because like you're the king of reinvention. Do you?
Revenge talaga, king talaga friend.
Yeah, but do you think you're gonna, you know, stay in this industry as a photographer for?
Feeling ko ito na yun eh.
Sure ka?
Sure na ako.
Sure na yan ha?
No, I told you.
It's on record.
Yes. Kasi di ba, sabi ko sa'yo noong 2017,
Okay.
within 1 year I won 3 awards.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So I won a camera, a lens, 2 cameras and 1 lens. So yun yung ginamit kong capital to
Yeah.
build. So parang ako, it's the universe telling me to go. Kasi, I mean, for me, sometimes kasi naniniwala ako sa science eh.
Yeah.
Sometimes naniniwala ako na one person can change
Yeah.
an entire opinion. Like for example, Paco Guerrero. I attended one workshop.
Yeah.
He's a very respectable photographer from the Philippines. One workshop nag-iba yung entire settings ko ng photography.
Oh, really?
Technical na, naintindihan ko siya. One workshop. So parang ako sometimes naniniwala ko na sometimes one setting lang, I mean one meeting lang. Kasi
Yeah.
mayroon akong friend. Nag-state siya for vacation. Tapos sabi niyang friend niya, samahan mo naman ako mag-apply to be a teacher here. Nag-apply sila. Ang natanggap yung friend ko. Tapos ngayon, family na siya.
Oh.
Hindi natanggap yung
Yeah, exactly,
friend.
yeah.
Yung mga ganun.
Yeah.
So kagabi, parang ako nung nalaman ko, dami kong gastos, whatever. I was actually decided to not
Yeah.
extend.
Yeah.
Pero dumating yung taga-LVMH
Yeah.
na schoolmate ko
Yeah,
sa high
exactly.
school. You should stay. Nandun yung LVMH, nandun yung executives ng LVMH, nandun mga Condé Nast.
Yeah.
You have to go.
Yeah.
Parang,
And you're already here anyway.
nandiyan na ako
Yeah.
Konting dagdag na lang to eh. I mean, kung uutangin ko na rin
Yeah.
naman to, might as well.
Yeah.
Utang-utang na rin naman to.
Exactly, right.
Ayun.
Because if it's meant for you, it's meant for you.
Yeah. At saka in-offer na sa akin.
Yeah.
The fact na in-offer na sa akin, it means it's... Tsaka nandito na ako.
Yeah.
Yun na yun eh.
So what's in store for John Mayo?
That I'm not sure. But maybe I'll
What's
be
yeah.
Maybe I'll be in Paris. Maybe, because I'm loving Paris right
Yeah. Oh my
now.
god, I'm so happy. Because like I remember you didn't like the Paris the first time. You were not into it?
Kakayo na yun.
Yeah.
Maybe this time, it was meant for me to
Yeah.
open up to it.
You finally get it now, why I love it here.
Yes. Gets ko na. Nag-gets ko na siya.
Okay. So my battery is about to like
Ay, pero ang ganda
Good.
closing statement na.
yeah, no, before we end this one, I just want to ask, what's the hashtag of your life right now?
Hashtag. May hashtag ba? Hashtag. Prepared.
Oh, I love that. So,
Kasi, you know, luck is...
Yeah.
Ano ba yan? Luck is for when preparation meets opportunity.
yeah.
I think it's prepared.
Yeah. And you're ready for battle.
Yeah.
And you never go to a war na not be prepared, right?
Well, right now, hindi ako prepared.
Yeah.
But, ilalaban ko to eh.
Yeah.
Yun.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I know that you are going to make it. Because you always come prepared and you are always ready for battle. And sometimes you don't have to win the battle to win the war. Remember, we play chess and not checkers. Sometimes we have to let go of certain things to be able to win the ultimate goal. Right?
Pero piga, inspired naman ako.
Diba?
Hindi kasi, alam mo yun, parang I was ready to go home.
Yeah. And you're not going home.
I'm not going home.
And you're gonna be
Ilalaban
here
ko to.
for Paris Fashion Week.
Yes, ilalaban ko to.
Yes. And well,
Cheers.
cheers to that. Congratulations. I'm so happy that we finally met again because like you were so busy
In
last week.
Paris,
I don't know, last year because you had shoot.
Dami ko last year.
You had a lot of shoot last year. So this time, thank you for being
Paris
here.
tayo. Akalain mo yun.
So we're going to be guys. We've been drinking Riesling,
Yes, ubos na namin.
Spätlese from my hometown in Germany. Dagang salamat. Hantad sa sunod. Ciao.